Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In our reading today, we have two kings that were killed in very unique ways. You have Eglon, who was killed by Ehud. As we read, we find that Ehud sought a private conversation with Eglon, but it was really just so that he could get alone with him, so that he could kill him with the dagger. And then we also have Sisera being killed by a woman, being killed by Jael. And she stabs him through the temple while he's sleeping in her tent, while he was running from the army of Israel. And what this shows us is that these kings were mortal. And these kings, although they might have seemed very powerful, it might have seemed as though they were superhuman, in the end, they're just humans, just like everyone else, and were killed in some cases very easily, or in a way very easily. And they were pierced through and died, and they never came back again. That was the last that they would ever oppress anyone. The last time that they had ever exert their power on anyone. They were killed by being pierced through. And what this ought to do for us is to think about our own King, Jesus Christ, who also was pierced. He was pierced with nails in his hands, nails in his feet, and he was hung on a cross. But the difference between Jesus and these kings, Eglon and Sisera, is that yes, Jesus died, but he rose again. He rose again in power and in glory, and he ascended to the right hand of the Father, and all authority had been given to him. And so even though he died, that wasn't the end of the story. That wasn't the end of his reign. In a sense, we could say it was the beginning of his reign. It was the beginning of the ushering in of the kingdom of God, in which Christ would be King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Again, seated at the right hand of the Father in glory and in power. And the story's not over. As a matter of fact, he'll live on forever, to never die again. And so this ought to show us the contrast between our King, King Jesus, and the kings of the earth. Even though at the time the kings of the earth might seem powerful, they might seem as though they are have supernatural capabilities and things like that, have power that can never be overthrown, we know that in the end, they are but human. And we have a Christ who, even though he died, he passed through death into resurrection. And he is the one that truly reigns, and the one who is above all authority and all dominion and all power. And so let's be thankful that we have such a king. And let's serve our king. Let's be diligent to obey our king, to pay our allegiance to this king, because he is worthy. And he is one that will never fail. He'll never die. He'll never be destroyed, but will reign forever. And we will reign with him if we will but cling to him, obey him, and submit to him, and deny ourselves, take up our cross, and follow him. So these are some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. But I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.